College football playoff is rapidly approaching. We're going to be breaking down all these games on the Bear Bets podcast coming up. Time for Super Six, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Your opportunity to win your share of $10,000, a free game, and what's better than free money? And one of the questions in this week's Super Six is going to be, which quarterback will have the most passing yards in the first round of the college football playoff? Alphabetically, I'll just list them: Quinn Ewers, Will Howard, Cade Klubnik, and Curtis Rourke. So those are the four options, and I would choose Will Howard, Geoff, because I think Ohio State probably learned a little bit about their situation right now, a little bit about their offensive line, their inability to run the ball against Michigan. And I think Emeka Egbuka, Jeremiah Smith, those are the best players on the Ohio State offense. They need the ball in their hands. And I don't think Ohio State's really going to be able to run on that really good Tennessee front. So I think you're going to see Will Howard throwing a lot. I think kind of like we've talked about last week when you were like talking about A.J. Brown, his prop going over was your best bet. Like, we've heard about Ohio State now, and this is what you're going to see Chip Kelly do. I think you're going to see Howard throw quick passes, Smith, Egbuka against a defense they probably won't be able to run on. So I would go Will Howard as my quarterback to throw for the most yards. And if I had to go a backup, I would probably go with Cade Klubnik, because again, I don't think Clemson's really going to be able to run the ball much on that solid Texas defensive line.
May I throw Curtis Rourke in the ring here?
Yes, of course you can.
I think that game script will determine a lot of this, right? So you talk about Will Howard. I certainly believe you're right? They'll force feed, but they get up 14 points. They're going to shut that down. They're going to start running the football. To keep up with the Irish, I think Indiana will throw the ball a lot.
Okay.
I think Curtis Rourke's going to have to be that, like, they're going to have to up-tempo, push the ball, because I think Notre Dame will score in Indiana's defense, and they'll be able to run the football and score it, even though Indiana has a great rush defense. So I think Curtis Rourke is certainly live for this. Klubnik, he can do it.
You can see a lot of design quarterback runs potentially.
For Klubnik? Yeah, I just think that I don't trust him. I think I know what I'm getting from Indiana's offense, and I think they're going to have to throw the football to stay in this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure Notre Dame's offense goes up and down the field in Indiana. But look, we saw Indiana really unable to control a line of scrimmage against Ohio State and Michigan, unable to run. So you might be right that Rourke might be the guy that, just because of the way the game is going to go, that needs to throw. You talk about, like, trust. Do we trust Quinn Ewers?
I think at this point, you have to trust him. Nick Saban very famously pulled Jalen Hurts and put Tua in the game,
yes, he
right,
did.
at halftime. When you have 5 championships under your belt, you can do something like that. I don't think Sark can do this right now. I don't think you could say a quarterback who's taking you to back-to-back playoffs can be pulled out of a game when he's not doing terribly. Now, he's not doing great, maybe, but not throwing the ball or not being totally on target, that's not enough to pull a quarterback. You need a guy making turnovers, making bad decisions, and I just don't think Sark, without a championship, without a playoff win, they did not win a playoff game last season.
No, they did not.
That he can just say, you know what, Quinn, you're out of here. We're pulling Arch in, because then too, you really can't go back to Quinn Ewers if Archman doesn't play well. So you just are saying, like, that's it for Quinn Ewers. Now is Arch playing then against Clemson, Oregon, just down the list? Is he playing the rest of the postseason? So I think that makes the decision very difficult. I know he pulled him for a moment against Georgia the first time they played and brought him back into the game, which, I mean, maybe that's what you need at certain times. But I don't think Arch Manning will play a lot in this game. Maybe they have some packages for him. I
wouldn't think so either.
But I don't think so either, yeah.
Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.